Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video I'm super excited because I'm about to go see Jurassic World Rebirth. I am super excited for this movie. From what I've heard so far, I've heard really good things, so both me and my boyfriend are gonna go. We're both obviously excited for this film. I mean, Jurassic Park was like our childhood, so I'm really excited to see if this lives up to the positivity that I've seen so far regarding the film. I've not looked too much into people's opinions or reviews on this one because obviously I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm really excited to go see it because from, like I said, what I've heard so far, I've heard good things. So it's gonna go and I'll be back with my thoughts. Okay, so back home, like I kind of said in my last going to the movies review, it is way too hot to be filming in my car here in the Nevada heat, so we're just gonna be filming here at home. But I really enjoyed this film. I thought that it was a lot of fun. I really thought that it brought the franchise back to kind of the original feeling of the first film. There is a lot of dinosaurs, obviously, but there is a lot of tension and even darkness to the film. Not it's even in the sense of like the lighting of the film, but really just like kind of a dinosaur horror feeling to this film, which I feel like the first one has. I honestly didn't really get too much into the last several Jurassic whatever World Park films. I mean, not really a fan of Chris Pratt, but I just really did not find them that enjoyable. I think I watched the first one that they did, and it was okay, but I don't really think that I followed through with any of the ones after that. I actually don't really even know how many there were after that. So I'm really happy with the way that this film was done. Had a good cast of people. You have, Scarlett Johansson, who, I call her Chris Pratt. She has her own kind of history, especially with some roles. And, I mean, Jonathan Bailey, who has kind of been taking over, and him and as the internet is putting it, his slutty little glasses, was definitely excited for that and definitely worth it as well. But yeah, I felt like it did a really good job of keeping or retaining the same tension as the first film, and what made that film so enjoyable is just kind of, there's a lot of danger in this film, which again I felt like the first one had. You have, your lovable characters in this one, and then your not so likable characters, just like I feel like in the original film. I don't, want to give away too many spoilers, but I feel like there's really not a lot to spoil in a film like this, but people die. I mean, people are eaten by dinosaurs, and you see it, which of course I thought, was great. Like I mentioned, kind of brings that horror aspect or thriller aspect to these films, which I think also make them enjoyable. So there were some characters that you're kind of sitting there waiting to die, because like I said, there's some unlikable characters. I will say, really a spoiler, there's this boyfriend in the film that I kind of at first kept waiting for him to be eaten by a dinosaur. He's not super likable at first, but he kind of redeems himself a bit throughout the film. So by the end of it, I was like, okay, I care a little bit more if he gets eaten. But there were a couple times where I was like, dinosaur just eat this boy. He is just ridiculous, but it is still like, as you know, dark and on the edge of your seat as this film is. It still has that community feeling, again, amongst the characters, like, again, I feel like the original had. You have a group of characters, Scarlett Johansson's character, who, if you've seen the trailer, she kind of leads this team of people, some of which she previously knows. Her character, I believe, is supposed to be ex-military. It is kind of funny because I feel like her character very, especially when we first meet her, very much gives off like Black Widow vibes. Almost ex-assassin, but I think she's just like, not just, but I think she's ex-military. But she is, at this point, pretty much like a visionary character who will kind of go on whatever quest she gets paid to go on, whether it's legal or not, which in this case is very much not. And then Jonathan Bailey plays this scientist who is hired to go along with the trip because he's the one that kind of knows the dinosaurs. And as per usual, he plays a very adorable character who, there's moments where you see when he sees like the dinosaurs in real life for like the first time, or is at least up close to them for the first time, like he weeps and definitely had moments of emotion. And so it is cool that they're able to bring back that feeling of like character bondedness, if that makes sense. But yeah, there was a lot about this movie I really liked. I can understand maybe some people's illness on maybe some of the pacing. I didn't really feel that personally. I felt like it was a pretty action-packed film, and I really enjoyed it. It didn't, I'm kind of glad that it didn't really feel like it was going to give leeway to necessarily another film, potentially, but, you know, we have so many films out that they come out and they end feeling like, okay, they're clearly leading on to the fact that there's gonna be a sequel to this, or, you know, whatever, another film in the franchise, which is fine, but I like the fact that this one didn't leave with necessarily any, like, obvious, like, that's what's gonna happen. So we'll see. We'll see if this is something that continues or if this is gonna be, I'm sure someone's gonna comment telling me that they're already in production of another one, but anyway, either way, I did really enjoy this film. There were definitely moments that made a reference to the original as well. There is a scene, I don't really feel like it's a spoiler, but there is a scene where they are hiding in this store, and it feels very much reminiscent of that, you know, very famous scene in the original where the kids are in the lab, I believe, like hiding from the dinosaur. And then there are just the other moments that I won't spoil that feel like nods to the original, and I really like that. So let me know what your guys' thoughts were on this film. I hope that you did enjoy this quick review. If you did, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more spooky, horror, and other related content, and I will see you all again later with another video. Bye.